Hi guys, so in this video we are going to do a couple of things in my pleco fish room, mostly related to aeration and filtration. So first of all, what I want to do is I want to replace these two Hygger air pumps with one pond air pump. Well, basically these two pumps, they serve the entire fish room. They provide air to air stones and sponge filters, and they're great actually. This one, a smaller one, this is a 5-watt model. I have been using probably for maybe like 4 or 5 years, and I had no problems with it whatsoever. The larger one, well, this one I got for free from Hygger for doing a review on this pump. The larger one I bought myself. This is a 10-watt model, and it's been great actually. It has it currently serves, I think, 5 fish tanks, so it has 5 outlets, and you can see that the flow of air is just really strong. So no issues with these two, but I want something to replace both of them, and I want to have a more powerful air pump. And the reason why I want to have more powerful air pump is because I want to add all of these sponge filters which I have in here and over there to the fish tanks. Currently I have, I think, only a couple of sponge filters in my tanks. There's one in here and there's one in the tank in the back, but that's it. The rest of the tanks, they just have air stones. And actually the reason why I have air stones, because at least in my experience they do not require as much air pressure as sponge filters, especially this sort of a larger sponge filters. They do require quite a lot of air pressure, and obviously if I add this sponge filter, for example, instead of this air stone, there will be much less air coming out of it, and there will be less of a surface circulation. So I need something really powerful that will operate an air stone and a sponge filter in each of my tanks, so I could have some sort of extra filtration in my pleco tanks. Yes, I have these large sponge blocks connected to power heads, and they currently provide the only form of filtration in my pleco tanks. I have exactly the same sponges in all of my tanks, and I would say they're great, but I need to wash them once in a while. I usually do that, but depending on fish tank, like this fish tank with my zebra plecos, it doesn't have much bioload, doesn't have much waste, so I can wash the sponge maybe like once a month. This one here with L333 King Tiger plecos does have a lot of bioload, so I have to wash it every week. The same goes for this 397 tank. So, but when I wash actually those sponges, obviously some of the bacteria are dying, and because there is no other filtration in the fish tank, that's not really good. So I would like to have some extra filtration, so when I wash this sponge, there's another sponge, like in here there's no other sponge, that will actually host mature beneficial bacteria. So that's the reason I want to add sponge filters in addition to what I already have. Hopefully the solution to my problems will be provided by this really powerful Hygger air pump. I've got this air pump for free to do this unboxing and review. When I mentioned to Hygger that I need a powerful, potentially pond size air pump. As you could see from the other two Hygger air pumps that I have, they're quite reliable, and normally after I get one for free, I usually buy another one because I find them very useful in my fish keeping hobby. So hopefully this air pump will be a similar quality to the other two. So this is HG125 50 model. It's a 28-watt air pump, so it's quite energy efficient for what it is, and it is a really powerful air pump. Actually, I was wrong. It's a 25 watt model, which is better, and it's a 50 liters per minute air pump, 800 GPH. My other most powerful Hygger air pump was only 150 GPH, so this is a significant upgrade. Okay, let's open it up. It's a relatively large box. You can feel its weight, and it comes with instructions. In here we have this extension manifold for 8 extensions, so you can attach 8 hoses. I think it will be sufficient for a larger number of connections, so I will add further extensions to this. And this is the air pump itself. It's quite large, has very steady legs in here. There's only one exit to which you are going to attach this pipe with a manifold. Not much else. Looks quite functional. What do we have in here? I don't know. I'll rather not open it at this point. The cord looks like it's relatively long. So very simple in design. Nothing to switch on or switch off. I believe once I connect the power cord, it will switch on. So to clean its filter, well, that's not a membrane, that's a filter. You just need to lift this cover from top of the pump, and you can see this sort of a filter membrane which you can remove and just clean. So quite simple. And the pump was installed yesterday actually. You can see that I have connected 2 manifolds. The one that did come with the pump, which is this one, and I've added an extra 4 extension manifold into this manifold. So altogether I have here 11 hoses connected, so 11 extensions. And actually I'll show you how it pushes air through all of these 11 hoses. I would say that I'll definitely have far more air than I had before. Look at this tank, look in here, and in here there is a lot happening in here as well as down here. So I would say there's definitely way more air pressure than I used to have with my 2 previous pumps, and I could probably use another manifold and add maybe, I don't know, maybe 5 or 6 extra extensions, and it will probably not affect the strength of air or air pressure. But I don't really need more hoses at this point, so I would say that this is enough for me for now. So sponge filters have been added. I've added them like in here. You can see to the back of the tank. The same in here. In here I've added 2 sponge filters. One here. The one was there before. I've added a sponge filter in here also. This. And basically the goals have been achieved. I have way more filtration now. Way more surface agitation. Lots of oxygen. And this is what I wanted to have in my pleco tanks, because this is what they usually need and this is what they enjoy. Well, in terms of the volume levels and in terms of the noise levels, to be honest, I can't say there's any difference, because it is very loud in my fish room because of all the bubbles, all the power heads working. And to be honest, I'm trying to sort of get closer to the pump and listen whether there is any noise or not, but I can't really hear any extra noise. So to be honest, I don't think that it is noisier than the 2 other pumps, or that it adds anything to the overall ambient noise in my fish room. So yeah, I would say probably it is relatively quiet, but I would only be able to say that if I'll switch off everything else, which is really difficult to do, and I'll listen to how this pump works. But for now, it works great. Actually, it's been working for about 24 hours and it's not even warm, which is actually very unusual for an air pump, because two smaller air pumps which I had here, Hygger air pumps, they were actually quite hot most of the time, but this one is really cool. So yeah, I'm a bit surprised. So let's hope that it is going to work great, and for now I'm really happy with the amount of air pressure it provides. For at certain point I thought that I might need a stronger pump, something like a linear piston pump. Well, this might be actually a linear piston pump, but this is actually more than I need for my tanks and for my plecos. So yeah, very happy for the moment. And yeah, I guess that's it for this video. Please leave any comments and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. It helps this channel a lot. So, and I'll see you soon.